classic whey protein, and it's organic.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
I don't know, maybe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let me go see
So
it.
he does all that research, and so he
Come down the road.
Whatever, yeah, go knock on the door, say,
Yeah.
I'm here.
Joe five.
And food bank's great for that.
I
reason.
suppose it's very apparent, and then I was just trying to listen for it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
sad, we're
fine.
trying to find a
But,
partner.
maybe I'll email you and see what you thought
Yeah.
about it, but
Yeah.
most people like food bank, which makes it easy.
Yeah.
Another thing is the fiber they put in a lot of the food, it's not real food fiber, it's actually pit from trees. So it's wood fiber that is processed with, and all those things.
Oh, well,
How
good.
various, but they name food fiber.
The real yeah.
So I don't know, I would love, so that's one of
You
the
guys were big.
concerns. Also, the concern you mentioned, Sandy, is specific, I don't know why we started fluoridating our water.
35 cents.
Two
blocks.
I also do that. They did a 5-year grant. It's called the first 5. We would pay for the chemical for 5 years, and then we're on our own. So I think that we need to really reconsider that.
How do we?
Even from a financial standpoint.
I know it, that is.
Trying to research it,
Yeah.
but actually, it's causes degeneration.
I can see it.
Exactly.
You're gonna have to
You're
throw out
right.
all of
You're
them.
the right neighborhood, Carl.
Because it's a-
Yeah, people who know people.
It's
We don't want to do
something
it
that
anymore.
fertilizer companies
I'm done
use
this
here.
thing.
Oh, Donna.
You're not.
Waste
You're not.
product toxic.
Yes, yes.
And so they, rather than
One of these days I'm gonna come.
toxic,
Oh.
they
I hope
said-
you do. Tuesdays that were great, because we moved down to that David Alvarez coming in.
Oh, you do? Oh,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
6:30, and then we got Kevin coming, and now.
There's no reason why we should eat
It's gonna be
it.
bad.
There's no reason why we should eat it. No need substance in the water.
No, they got it.
And what it was meant
You grab coffee. You want anything? We got some little goodies over here.
They wanna come in, then they say.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for coming again. Good seeing you again.
I was just saying to Don.
Can I get you
all right,
just
this is
sign
very
here real
bold,
quick?
Carl.
Sure.
People said pension was bold and we got it done.
That's true, however, we're talking about the converts, Carl. Now, you're in the neighborhood where people know people who know people.
Yeah.
The only way to get rid of it is to get rid of
That's
it.
how you're gonna get rid of them. Yeah.
I know you wanna start with Scott Deeps, I understand. However, oh my God.
His staffer's here. He's the guy tape recording.
Oh, good.
He usually comes in.
You do know him, right?
He works for Scott.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's fine, yeah, hi.
Hi there.
I always tell him, like, whatever I say publicly, I say privately, and vice
Yeah.
versa. So.
Well, you know, and this is, this is gonna be the question probably asked, is how realistically, what can you do? You would be in the face,
Yeah.
but what can you do?
When you take a look at where people are on both
Thank you.
sides of the
Appreciate it.
political aisle, both Democrats and Republicans,
Yeah.
and particularly independents who are upset with
Got it.
both sides,
Register.
they all agree with this. This is a package of reforms that both Democrats and Republicans agree with.
Well, that's
So I'm going
refresh.
after both sides saying,
That's refresh.
if you can't vote for these basic things,
Yeah.
there's no way that you're willing to take on bigger issues.
Yeah.
So I think we have a pretty good shot, and I always believe that you can't just go to a member of Congress and ask them for their support. You gotta create a public outcry.
Oh, absolutely.
Get the public to put pressure on them, and that's when you get real change. That's what we did with pension reform. We got vote after vote
Yeah.
because we went first to the public, made the case, and then they started pressuring the politicians to work.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
We brought some coffee from our last coffee as well. No, because we're having a series of these today downtown.
I know.
You know, it's just
Yeah.
easier for people to walk.
It is.
And so we said, let's go to different buildings and.
Well, and that's what they do in this whole community,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
walk everywhere.
Oh, we
Why
do.
did you decide to run for
I just
Congress
live-
and not
I just
run
live
for mayor?
two
I think
blocks
that
up.
the main thing that I saw was twofold. One, the labor contract that Bob Filner signed in to the law was a 5-year contract, which meant that my hands would be tied for 5 years.
Yeah.
And my whole concept is you got to rethink how government operates, transform it, fundamental change, and that 5-year labor contract put everything on autopilot. That would have been
You would have been
extremely frustrating. Yeah.
working under those conditions.
Second, I'm getting so much great feedback nationwide on this reform agenda that we're laying out that I believe we can make major change in Washington the same way we did major change here. I had to take on the Republican Party locally. I was not, remember when I took on Murphy? Oh, I was the skunk at the
Yeah.
Garden Party. But I felt that, I felt you gotta, you know, get,
To be bold.
both sides have their fingerprints on the murder weapon, the problems here.
Oh, yeah.
And so you gotta take both sides on equally, and started first on the Republican side and took them on, got some reform there, and then, ultimately we got Democrat votes as well.
But you're right, no, it does take coordinated effort to further tax.
And you gotta have a long-term view, and nothing happens overnight. They didn't build their problems overnight,
Yeah.
and so you're not gonna reform it overnight, but,
No, but you're right, you have to start somewhere.
gotta start somewhere.
You have to start somewhere.
Oh, I see, absolutely, and you're smart to have small
Yeah.
engagements like
How
this.
are we with the whole, tax issue with the realtors? I mean, are they finally,
Oh, you're talking about the wage fee?
well, the language fee is obviously one thing, how they define you guys as independent contractors have to pay business taxes
We
versus
still
the
haven't had that
brokerage.
resolved. Yeah, we're trying because the brokerage
Yeah.
is paying it.
Yeah.
And then they go out to the independent.
And
It's
they
already been
charge
paid
double,
for by the
they
broker.
charge 3 years of penalties
Yeah.
for, under this program. Why does
Yeah,
this-
and it's a double
Double
charge.
taxation, double
Yeah.
taxation, so real estate agents are, they're under a brokerage that pays
Yeah.
business tax, and then
Yeah.
the city's trying to go after them individually and get them, to pay their
Yeah.
own tax. And the brokerage has already paid it, so they're just desperately wanting.
Yeah, it's a double, and we've not been able to get much yet, really, because of the city attorney.
Yeah.
And it was gonna take, they have to rewrite it.
Yeah.
And part of it is it's the cab system, it's the just local taxes. Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's it, but it would take someone
Up there,
to
to
get
tell the treasurer.
Yes, because it's a double bill.
I won't kind of this issue. What channels has this gone through? Started?
Oh, it's
gone through like
Oh,
2 years now.
long time, yeah.
Two
We've gone
years.
through council members, we've gone meetings with the city attorney, and it's an interpretation of the law.
Yeah.
And the only person who can really overrule it is gonna be the mayor.
Oh.
And it's through either maybe the city attorney coming in and requesting it.
Yeah.
And then the mayor can do something formal, and then it can adjust that law. But right now, the way it is,
We were trying to do it with the city attorney's
can't fix
office,
it.
yeah, we were trying to do it
Yeah.
first with the city attorney's office, saying, look, this is a misinterpretation of the law, you could interpret it one way or another, so it's discretion of the executive.
Is there a book I should look at, see, we're having,
I think SDAR
Oh, I'm
has it on their
sure
website.
SDR was gonna have that, we have
Yeah.
linkage fee,
Yeah.
you know, all that, that's what it is.
Familiar.
You're right. I live in
Even
an
though it looks like commercial,
and
it's
I,
really collegial.
Yeah.
farmers market,
Oh,
walk
okay.
around downtown.
Hi there,
Hey, what's going on? What are you doing here?
Carl DeMaio, I'm just having a little meet and greet coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the building demo and remake.
That was earlier.
Oh, okay.
They left at noon.
You guys
Oh,
are
okay.
doing a
We
demo?
just won a large litigation with the developer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now what they're doing is disbursement,
Okay, they're gonna repair
time
it.
meetings, and, you know, we needed so we had all of our owners or tenants.
To our meeting, I
To our
guess.
meeting, yeah.
I should have shown up right beforehand and did coffee.
Oh, if we'd have scheduled this at 12, we'd have been a knockout. Because they were all downstairs.
So other than what's on this, what other things are you spearheading that would like to see changed?
Three main areas. One is, I built a whole good government, take care of, that works with government to find cost savings, federal, state, and local levels, and then put the money back into programs so that you can avoid cuts and whatnot. So I want to take that same approach to budgeting and finding ways to balance the budget but not sacrifice the core services that we want to see. And I did this in San Diego. They said we had to raise taxes and cut our services, and I said, no, we have more than enough money. We just have to rethink how we're spending the money.
It does seem like in some areas
Constant way.
there's an excess amount of services. I mean, I don't know if you get a phone bill or you get, or even the whole healthcare thing.
I'm talking about the government
Oh,
side.
the government
Yeah,
side.
not the
Okay.
phone services. So
No, but I meant a
Yeah.
lot of government services for people that are low income. So for instance, when I was looking into the Northern California thing, it's like if you